The supply chain management function consists of various disciplines, which is effectively subcontracts, purchasing, expediting, supplier quality surveillance, shipping logistics and material control either in a home office or a field job site location. These disciplines are required to be used on projects to varying degrees against the specific dynamics of a project according to what our customers require. But what they do expect is that consistently, no matter what the size of project is and the scale of skills we need to bring, that we are competent in those areas to ensure effective delivery of their projects worldwide. So for the Academy, we've initially started with the International Institute for Advanced Purchase and Supply, which is a degree accredited program for our people in supply chain management or others within the company that wish to have a broader depth of understanding on procurement that will enable people to go online and learn self-paced in an exam-based environment. This is the first of many programs that we will be developing throughout this year and make available in the Academy. The aim and intent is to broaden the depth and breadth of our people's understanding, which will only strengthen the way in which we are able to deliver on projects for our customers.
Hello, I'm Andrew Cox. I'm one of the founders of the International Institute for Advanced Purchasing and Supply and chairman of the advisory board that establishes the standards. Let me just tell you a little bit about the mission and the role of the International Institute. The International Institute was established to create advanced international standards for professionals in purchasing and supply. It does this through benchmarking, by benchmarking the competence of organisations in terms of their processes and systems, and it also benchmarks the competence of individuals against world-class standards for procurement technical competence. The Institute's major role, apart from benchmarking people against world-class standards, is to develop and improve the standards of professionals by establishing an international advanced standard in purchasing and supply for leading practitioners in the profession. The Institute has created the Atlas methodology by creating a simulation environment that allows us in the Institute not only to train you as individuals in all of the best practice tools and techniques, but also to see in a simulation environment whether you can actually operationalize the tools and techniques that you've been trained in a satisfactory manner. So we can actually now train you in all aspects of purchasing and supply, for all of the pre-contractual stages of purchasing and supply, all of the post-contractual stages of purchasing and supply, and you can demonstrate to us in this simulation environment how you would make decisions, what types of recommendations you would make, and what sort of recommendations you'd make to the company about a particular case study material. This is exactly the way in which airline pilots, for example, are trained. They have theory workshops, they have practical workshops, and then they will go into a simulation environment before they're allowed to fly a plane in the real world or with the public. Now, the same principle has been applied by the International Institute. You'll see when you start studying that you'll go into the Institute's website and you can download all of the training materials, both theoretical and practical, that are available for you to understand how to develop the major skills and competencies required at all of the pre- and post-contractual stages of the procurement, category management and strategic sourcing process. As you're doing this, you will be given videos to study, written material to study, case studies that deal with real issues in the real world, so that you can actually demonstrate in a simulation environment, it's called sourcematics, all of the decisions that you would make given the case study material that's been presented to you, so that you can operationalize all of your learning and the Institute can see how you have done, what level of competence you're demonstrating, whether you can in fact operationalize what you've been taught. The key thing about the Institute's qualification is, of course, and why it's so different from other institutions offering professional qualifications, is you cannot be a Green Belt member, which is the first level of membership of the Institute, unless you can demonstrate competence in every single one of the major tools and techniques, practices available to purchasing and supply professionals in all of the pre- and post-contractual stages of the procurement and supply chain process. And let me be clear here, we're talking about 8 steps, 29 activities and 88 tasks that you will be trained in, and you will have to demonstrate an operational competence as well. Now, there's just one piece of advice I want to give you as you start this program, learning from other students. When you start this program, there is a tendency for people to want to rush to study the videos and get involved in the case study and simulation environment. Under no circumstances do this first. You will be sent study guides. It is absolutely critical that you read the study guides. In the study guide, it tells you on the second page that if you haven't understood anything in the videos, there is a 1,000-page textbook online that explains everything that's available to you in the Sourcematics tool. If you don't know this, you'll be like many students who've rung us up, talked to us in meetings and said, there's nothing to read. But actually the material's there, you need to follow the study guide. That's my one major piece of advice to you. Anyway, we do hope you enjoyed the process and you learn a tremendous amount from working through the material and understanding all of the tools and techniques. If you're successful, and you're going to have to do 4 major project-based examinations to get the green belt, at step 1, step 4, step 6 and step 8 in the procurement and purchasing process, pre and post contractually, you will become a green belt member of the International Institute. You will have demonstrated competence in one major global category management strategy using all of the tools and techniques that are available for practitioners. Now you can go on from that if you want to study for a higher level of complexity, which is the red belt, which is about how to manage new products and projects, and you can go further than that and demonstrate your ability by passing a theory exam and operationalizing all of the thinking in the real world for a company or organization of your choice to achieve the black belt. These are the 3 levels that you can work towards. You have to start with the green belt. There are no exemptions. You can only be a member of the International Institute if you've met the rigorous and robust standards set by the Institute, which will demonstrate to the world that you as an individual are one of the leading practitioners, because you are joining the elite of people who can definitely say they know how to operationalize all of the tools and techniques that are available for a purchasing professional currently available in the world. This is the major benefit. You'll be differentiating yourself in the marketplace, but as a member of the Institute, you are a lifetime member. There are no more fees to pay. You are given free access to all free reports on best practice studies that the Institute produces each year. You have free access to its careers advisory and assistance programs, and you have subsidized participation in all International Institute events around the world. Plus you join an elite network of individuals who communicate with one another through the forum that's available in the Institute for members of the Institute to discuss common problems and issues. Anyway, I do hope you get something from the program. I hope you enjoy it, and maybe at some point in the future I'll see you personally and we'll be able to talk about what you've experienced and how much you've enjoyed it. Thank you.